So then I dropped some garlic and croutons on there, and the rest is salad history. I made the best salad ever, people, and now I'm making the best app. The Caesar Sportsbook app got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesar rewards. Caesar salad ain't got nothing on my app. Nothing!
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call, text, or chat 1-888-532-3500. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app. Your app is ready, Emperor.
Welcome back to Daybreak USA with Rod and Ray, and now it's time for Friday's Weather with a Beat. Seattle 71, Portland 82, 103 in Sacramento, 64 in San Francisco, 72 in LA, 108 in Las Vegas, 107 in Phoenix, 85 in Albuquerque, 88 in Denver. They'll hit 100 in Salt Lake City, 94 degrees in Minneapolis, 95 in Omaha, 88 in Topeka, 85 degrees in Oklahoma City, 82 in Amarillo, Texas, 81 in Dallas, 82 in Houston, 85 degrees in New Orleans and in Little Rock, 86 in St. Louis, all the way up to 90 in Chicago. No thanks. Atlanta at 85, while Miami hits 88. Same in Charlotte, 81 in Roanoke. 84 degrees in the nation's capital, 79 in New York City, and 76 in Boston. Pretty nice weekend weather, but still rain along the Gulf Coast from Monterey, Mexico to Miami, and then it starts to creep up the eastern seaboard, including the Carolinas, the nation's capital, New York, New Jersey, and Massachusetts. And that's your Friday Weather with a Beat. And now, let's take a look at sports. Just 2 games in the NHL playoffs, both of them decided in overtime. Boston downs the Islanders 2-1 and takes a 2-1 series lead. Carolina's Hurricanes down the Lightning 3-2 in overtime, and they also take a 2-1 game lead in the best-of-7 series. In tonight's action, 2 games, Montreal and Winnipeg square off at Winnipeg, and the Colorado Avalanche change venues. They go to Vegas. They go to Las Vegas and the T-Mobile Center to meet the Golden Knights, leading their series 2-0. 2 games last night in the NBA playoffs, one of them a series ender. The Nuggets put away the Portland Trailblazers 126-115. And in the other game in the NBA, it was the Phoenix Suns 113, the Lakers 100. Lakers eliminated, Suns move on after not showing up in the playoffs for 2 decades. Devin Booker had 47 points to lead the guys from the Valley of the Sun. Tonight in the NBA, it could be another series ender. The Los Angeles Clippers lead the series 3-2 over the Dallas Mavericks, game in Dallas. And don't forget, tomorrow is the Belmont Stakes. 8 will go postward for one of the biggest races in the 3-year-old season. Todd Pletcher has 3 starters in the race. And that's sports and weather together right here on Daybreak USA with Rod and Ray.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, a veterinarian physician and founder of Youngevity, great nutritional company, based on 90 for Life. 90 essential nutrients, all vertebrates, whether you're a wombat, an elephant, a giraffe, an ostrich, a human being, a monkey, a cow, a dog, or a cat, doesn't matter. All vertebrates require 90 essential nutrients, 16 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 3 fatty acids. They help prevent birth defects. There are no genetic birth defects. That's my thesis is in the Smithsonian Institute of Natural Treasure. There are no genetically transmitted diseases. They're all nutritional deficiency diseases. That's why my thesis is in the Smithsonian Institute of Natural Treasure. I want you to get on the 90 for Life program, 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 3 fatty acids. And don't forget the Rebound or sports drink. And don't forget, you need your immune system because of all this pandemic virus stuff going around. And so contact us at usaradiohealth.com. Contact us at usaradiohealth.com.
Hi, this is Michael, creator of Michael's MNP supplements. Let's talk energy. Do you wake up tired even after a full night's sleep? Does keeping up with your family and or your job leave you exhausted by noon? Do you find yourself turning way too early in the day and too often to caffeine-loaded drinks just to get you through it all? Why not turn to Michael's MNP's Energy Factors instead? Our energy factors are safe, healthy, and a natural way to keep your body energized and without that caffeine crash that you get from those laden drinks. Visit us today at michaelshealth.com.
This is Pastor Greg, and I use Energy Factors. They're great. Order yours today at michaelshealth.com. That's michaelshealth.com, and use Pastor Greg for your special discount. That's Pastor Greg, and get your special discount today.
Welcome back at 23 minutes before the hour. Ray?
Oh, place your next hour.
Thank you very much. We were just watching something that is an unbelievable number.
Yes.
Today is an election day in the country de Mexico, and so far, and once again we say so far because one just happened last night, 89 campaigners on the ballot in the country of Mexico have been assassinated during the election period.
That
This is amazing.
Scary to think about.
Yeah, the president, Lopez Obrador, is an interesting guy. A young Hispanic man that I knew, very much into government. As a matter of fact, was actually an abogado, a lawyer. Told me, if this Obrador gets in, there's going to be a lot of drug problems in our country because he had a good connection with the drug lords and the cartels. Well, 89 assassinations of people that were on the ballot is a pretty good number right there. Now, can you imagine if that happened in the United States?
Oh, please do not say things like that.
Can you imagine that? I mean, it's uncanny. And they're set up, but they're only 13 states. You know, so, and we're 50. So they should have 1/3 of as much as we do.
That just seems like an extremely high number of candidates,
it is.
let alone to be killed.
So a lot of candidates for anything. If they
Yes.
were all arrested on drug charges, or if they all had drunk driving records, any of those things would be a big number. But to be assassinated, holy maroli. Well, anyhow, Kayleigh McEnany's found a new whipping boy. His name is Anthony Fauci, and she wants to make sure that the world knows that he is the biggest quack since Disco Duck. Here's Kayleigh.
There's another element of scandal in Dr. Fauci's emails. He received in March an email saying that China's lying about the number of deaths, that this is a huge threat to our country, COVID-19 is. He replied that this email was too long to read, and this comes at a time that he's sending emails about how he looks like Brad Pitt in his SNL portrayal, sending emails about his face being on donuts. So he has time for, I guess, megalomaniac-like inflation, but no time to read about COVID coming.
Folks, that was Kayleigh McEnany talking about the president of the vaccination. Okay. Being megalomaniacal. She never worked for a megalomaniac.
No.
How would she even know that?
No.
Can you imagine? She calls Dr. Fauci a guy who has dedicated 40 years of his life to helping other people. And he is a bad guy. And all the great things that her former boss did for people in this world, like stole their $50,000 for college, built buildings with scab labor, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Didn't pay the scab labor anyway.
Amazing. Wow.
We have
He
a death
who lives in glass houses.
should not throw stones.
Thank you very much.
Yes. We have a death to announce.
Uh-oh.
F. Lee Bailey.
That's right. F. Lee Bailey and his brother.
Bill Bailey.
That's right. That's
I will
true.
never forget the day I had to drive them. I didn't have to, but
No.
they asked for a ride, and I was there. Happened to be on the scene.
At the radio station?
Yes, they needed a ride back to their hotel in Las Vegas, and I got to talk to Mr. Bailey and Bill Bailey, which how does your mom name you that? Bill Bailey.
Well, she wanted to go home.
I guess so.
So she said, what'd she say?
So.
Won't you come home, Bill Bailey?
But an interesting conversation we had about Patty Hearst, and that was before. No, it was after O.J. Simpson.
It was after O.J. Simpson.
It was after O.J. Yeah,
it
so
was about
late 90s. Yeah, that I
2002 or something like that. We were in the
he
new
was a very
building in
he
Los
was
Angeles.
a very nice man.
Yes, but he lost some cases that were no one should have lost, including the Patty Hearst case.
Yes, and he was such a famed attorney, you know.
Yeah, he was one of the big names other than Perry Mason, maybe.
Yes, yes. Everyone is, what do they call that, your Q rating?
Yeah, QTV rating. Yeah.
yeah,
Everybody
he was up there.
recognizes your face, yeah.
Yes.
Well, a good attorney, a smart man, no question about it.
Yes, yes.
But took on some cases. I believe he was also involved with the trial of Charles Manson way back then. He wasn't the lead attorney, but his law firm was involved in that. And, of course, O.J. Simpson.
Yes.
Which was an acquittal. And so he actually won that one. But, yeah, that is a great loss. 87, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He was still working. And an agency, the Defense Attorneys Group, and things like that. So, definitely a very excellent barrister. I would pick him over Rudy Giuliani.
Yes.
Every day, twice on Sundays.
Yes.
Or Mr. Cohen or anybody like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm sure if you like the law, he had a lot of great tales to tell.
Mm. Yes, our conversation about the Patty Hearst case was
can you imagine?
Very interesting. Something that I didn't know. I was very young when that whole thing came down. But he had said that when Patty Hearst was kidnapped, they actually got, and these are his words, they got the wrong daughter. And I almost had to stop the car because I had to look over at him. He was riding in the front seat. Bill Bailey was in the back. And I said, really? And he said, yes. They thought that it was her sister. I believe her sister's name was Maureen. Maureen was actually the favorite daughter, and they thought that Patty was. That's why they kidnapped her.
Well, there you go. F. Lee Bailey, dead at the age of 7.
787.
Oh, 87.
Daybreak US.
Welcome back. 12 minutes before the hour.
Place your next hour here. I
You
like
better
that
do that.
raucous music there.
You better do that, because if you don't place that next hour there, you're going to be to work an hour late.
You're stuck in the past.
Well, okay.
Right?
I guess so.
Yes.
On this day in 1674, they banned horse racing in Massachusetts.
Good for them.
Yeah, right. Irad Ortiz yesterday was
Make those
injured.
guys stay home and cut the grass.
Leading jock in the country, 29-year-old man. He was on a horse, took the lead, turning for home yesterday, and they got to about the 3/16 pole. The horse made a right turn, and Irad didn't make it with him and got thrown off and got stepped on by a horse behind him.
Well, I don't like to see that happen, but one of the most joyful things I love is when they try to load as they're loading the horses into the gate, and one acts up and just takes off. Just takes off running.
Even breaks through
Go!
the gate. That's the difference.
Go! Yeah. I love that. Run!
Ray thought I was going to get killed on the racetrack one day.
Yes, I did.
As a matter of fact, I saw the guy
But
that I
so
saved
you're all right.
that day.
Yeah?
I did just the other day. He came
into where I was.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's a good friend of my friend Larry's.
I'll be darned.
He said, you know who I am? I said, yes, I saved your life once. And I did. I actually did, didn't I? I was pretty brave.
Well, you know, when you're young, you do stuff.
I just ran up on that racetrack and got trampled. Got
No,
stepped
you
on.
didn't.
I did too.
Oh, yeah, by the horse that was injured.
Yes.
Oh, that poor horse.
How about my foot?
You lived. You didn't. You got bruised up a little bit.
They didn't euthanize
They put the
me.
horse down. Yes, I would say you got off pretty easy.
Yeah, I only got stepped on by the horse. They didn't put a needle in me and kill me.
Went up there.
There's many
had
times
to be
when I look back
superhero.
at that and said,
Why did I?
they got the
do
wrong
that?
guy.
No.
You know, the love she has for you is just
Yeah,
inspiring.
It runs so
Overwhelming.
deep.
Yeah. Quite
Thank gosh there weren't any steps on the racetrack.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. But anyhow, that was a long time ago. That was in the 90s.
Did it hurt?
30 years ago.
Yeah, well, three of my toes, turned black the next day. But Ray really thought I was going to die because I just ran up on the racetrack and pulled the guy under the rails so he wouldn't get trampled.
Mm-hmm. And then you held the horse down.
And then
You
I
got
held
him-
the horse down. And, she didn't want to stay down. She tried to get back up.
Of course, she was in shock. Broke her leg.
I said, get down, you stupid three-legged horse.
You said something else, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I really did. Very loudly, too.
C or B?
I just, I saw the whole field.
I said everything.
coming around the far turn there, and I thought, okay, this is over, and I just turned around. I couldn't watch.
Ray thought I was going to die. 'cause
I thought
she
I
didn't-
was driving home alone that day.
She didn't know I was such a good cowboy.
Yeah.
On this day in 1992, the Postal Service put out the Young Elvis stamp.
Hunka.
And then and for the big envelopes, they put out the Fat Elvis stamps.
No,
Yeah,
they didn't.
they should have, actually, I think.
Probably.
There you go. I only met him when he was Fat Elvis.
Yes. That's
He
pretty
j-
interesting to have met Elvis in that type of setting.
He just sat in a chair. Yeah, that's all he did. He never got out of the chair. He didn't greet anybody. He didn't give a hunk of burning love, nothing.
Really? No hunk of burning love?
He weighed about right around 285, I guess, at the time.
Did he have a big, throne chair?
No, he had a big double-armed,
Barca lounger?
overstuffed chair. Not a Barca lounger, no.
Oh.
And then the four members of his band stood behind him.
Okay.
I don't know if that was supposed to be like a photo op or if it was for
Well, just in case they were
protection-
ready.
protecting the king.
So they don't walk with him, they walk amongst him.
I never saw him get out of the chair, really.
What did
Anyway.
he talk about?
Lunch.
What did we talk about, he and I?
Yeah.
Nothing. He didn't even really. He would talk through the four members of the band. There wasn't a lot of
What?
direct communication. He didn't shake hands with people. There were people much more famous than me there, obviously. Everybody's more famous than
But
me.
you were a war hero. You could have said hello.
Well, he was in the service. He did his...
Yeah, but you were actually there. He sang a few, he crooned. That's all he did.
That's what he did. He just
Crooned his
went there
tunes.
for another excuse for a movie plot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way he got away with it.
So, but
he
you
never
guys
got-
went there to interview him.
No, we didn't go to interview him. We went for a party.
Oh,
Just happened to be
I
there by
don't know.
circumstance, right?
No, it was a party at his house in Palm Springs.
And how did you kids
I
get
worked at the
yourselves
radio station.
invited?
We were invited. Everybody at the radio station was invited.
And he just kind of sat there like a bump on a log.
If you would have thought he was an alcoholic, you would have thought he was just in a drunken stupor, like he had a little too much to drink. He just sat in the chair and kind of oozed out of it, with the four guys standing behind him, and he would say hello. Hello. Yeah, and that was it. He grumbled something. It was rather inaudible. And if there was something substantial that he wanted to tell him, he'd kind of tug on one of the guys to tell you. Cool job if you can get it, I guess.
Oh, dear.
This one is too. It's called
Daybreak USA.
Got an old car? You can donate it, whether it's running or not, to the United Breast Cancer Foundation and save a life. They'll even come and pick it up for free. The United Breast Cancer Foundation has saved hundreds of women's lives through their free or low-cost breast screen exams. But now they need your help. The United Breast Cancer Foundation wants to save more lives through early detection by offering women free or low-cost breast screening exams. And donating your old car, SUV, or truck, whether it's running or not, helps pay for them. Plus, you get a charitable tax deduction. Help the United Breast Cancer Foundation save lives by donating your old car, SUV, or truck. Call now for free pickup. 800-280-2144. 800-280-2144. 800-280-2144. Call right now. That number again is 800-280-2144.
Learn how thousands of smart homeowners are investing about $1 to avoid expensive home repair bills. John, a former non-customer, said, "My air conditioner broke and I had to spend $1,900 to fix it." Jeff, a customer, wrote, "My air conditioner broke and I got a new one at no out-of-pocket cost." Mary, a former non-customer, wrote, "My heating system stopped running. I had to spend $3,000 to get a new one." Lisa, a customer, wrote, "My heater stopped working. I got it fixed at no out-of-pocket cost. For about $1 a day, you can have all the major appliances and systems in your home guaranteed fixed or replaced with HSC's home warranty coverage. Call now, and the first month is free. If the lines are busy, please call back.
Call now, 800-238-9182, 800-238-9182, 800-238-9182. Again, that's 800-238-9182.
You know, I was just talking about on your future. Now, what do you want to do with your life when you grow up, when you get bigger? Who do you want to be like?
Well, I'm not going to get much bigger, but who I want to be like, who I admire the most, is I want to be like my father.
Who?
Gort Smothers. He used to take me for walks in the park. Gort. He used to take me for walks in the...
No, your father's name was Mort.
Then who's that guy I was hanging around with?
I don't know.
Well, he did a lot of things. My old man's a sailor. What do you think about that? He wears a sailor's collar, he wears a sailor's hat, he wears a sailor's raincoat, he wears a sailor's shoes, and every Saturday evening he reads the Sunday news. And someday, if I can, I'm gonna be a sailor, the same as my old man.
My old man's an anthropologist. What do you think about that? He wears an anthropologist collar, wears an anthropologist hat. He wears an anthropologist raincoat, he wears anthropologist shoes. Every Saturday evening he reads the anthropologist news. And someday, if I can, I'm gonna be an anthropologist, the same as my old man.
My old man's a Negro. What do you think about that?
Wait a minute.
What do you mean?
Hold on. I'm afraid you're incorrect.
My old man's a Negro.
He is not a Negro.
You are a fascist.
I'm not a fascist.
Then you know some people who are.
I know you, and I know me, and I know you're my brother, so that makes it impossible, absolutely genetically impossible for your old man to be a Negro. You know why? Because my old man is not a Negro.
No wonder Mom always liked you best.
Nothing to do with it.
My old man's a nudist. What do you think about that? He wears a nudist collar, he wears a nudist hat, he wears a nudist raincoat, he wears nudist shoes, and every Saturday morning he reads the nudie news. And someday, if I can, I'm gonna be a nudist, the same as my old man.
My old man's a cotton-picking, finger-licking chicken plucker. He wears a cotton-picking, finger-licking chicken plucker's collar. He wears a cotton-picking, finger-licking, chicken-plucker's hat. Wears a cotton-picking, finger-licking, chicken-plucker's raincoat. Wears cotton-picking, finger-licking, chicken-plucker's shoes.
What about socks?
Wears cotton-picking, finger-licking, chicken-plucker's socks.
What about a bra?
Wears cotton-picking, What did you say?
Oh, it wasn't that important.
All right. He wears a cotton-picking, finger-licking, chicken-plucker's bra.
Your old man's a
Hey, do you love a good story? Great. Then you got to check out the #Storytime podcast. Each episode brings you the craziest, creepiest, and cringiest stories from YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, and beyond.
My story is about the time that I was broken up with at the 9/11 memorial. Twice.
Look, the internet is a dumpster full of stories, and I, your host, Will McFadden, dive in headfirst, sift through the flaming trash, and bring you nothing but treasures. Listen to all 21 episodes of #Storytime now on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Now is the chance to use reliable energy to grow your money with the Dominion Energy Reliability Investment. Our new investment product offers competitive returns, no maintenance fees, and flexible online access to your money. Make the reliable investment in reliable energy. The Dominion Energy Reliability Investment. To find out more, go online to reliabilityinvestment.com. That's reliabilityinvestment.com.